morning to you. Thank you so much for joining in today. And we have so much to talk about. There is something that is quite imperative that I need to address. But before that, we want to say good morning to Reverend Dr. Abbeam. So how are you doing today?
God's grace, I'm doing very well.
Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you for tuning in, all those that have tuned in. Thank you so much. God bless you. God, Esther Dancer, God bless you. Thank you for joining in. Yes, Angelique, I see you guys over there. Thank you so much for joining in. Honorable Dr. Kwame Mote, thank you once again. God bless you guys that are just joining us. Listen, there are issues that are happening at this moment. So many issues that causes people not to want to help others anymore. And you help somebody, and before you know it, in the future they come against you after all your sweat and effort that you've put into helping one to become who they are. It causes a lot of people not to want to help others anymore, and it's quite, it's tormenting. It is costing us a lot. But today we have a very important topic to talk about, to share with you. So please do me a favor, you that is watching me right now at this moment, please share this video. Call a friend to call somebody as well to share the video. You're a soldier online. You can see that some of your soldiers are not here. Please call them to share this video. Let it bless a person. You know why I love the sharing that? There was a lady that called in one time during her life, and she gave us a testimony. She even came in person to give the testimony because somebody sent her the link, shared it, and she got her testimony out of it. So I need somebody to share this video, and we will talk to you. We want to interact with you, so get your questions ready. Get ready to call in, because soon we're going to open the phone lines. We want to hear from you. But today, as I said, we have something very important to talk about. Yesterday, you dived into a sector and you blew my mind. You made us understand there are certain things that we don't even know that causes one to be in an agreement with another, for it to even turn a negative. It shocked my mind. Something as little as a handshake, just a handshake, can cause us a lot. And it's really, really, to be honest, mind blowing. But I want to know something about this negative covenant. That if, say, for example, myself, is it possible for me to break my negative covenant right now, but then it will still affect my generation to come?
Okay. Let me greet all our viewers.
Yes, please.
Those at YouTube.
Yes, please.
Abbeam Ministries YouTube, and those who have subscribed to our YouTube channel.
Yes.
God bless you for doing so, and those on Facebook as well, and those who are sharing all this good news to the world. God bless you, and thank you for sharing the video for us. Thank you so much. I think what is happening at this particular time, you began with something very powerful topic, and we'll come back to that. The topic you said was that now, because due to what certain people are doing at this time, it is causing a lot of problems that people are not good. They don't feel like helping others any longer. It is something very true. But the work that some of us will do, it is not easy at all. Most of times, because of this, what we have seen in life, trying to help somebody, and the person eventually will disappoint you, or try to work with somebody and eventually the person disappointing you in this life. So that brings something called, if that is the case, for us to be in the same line, and should in case if you change your mind, should in case if you decide that you are no longer going to work with me, this is what I have to do. And so therefore, if I also change my mind, this is what you should be doing. So let's all go into an agreement. Okay? Then you go into an agreement. Sometimes it can be verbal agreement. It can be mutual agreement. And every agreement is an agreement. Some little piece of paper and you write and everybody sign, or 2 or 3 people are there and there are witnesses, and then that agreement comes. Mostly these are what people believe as these are just common agreements, but they forget the other danger side of agreement, which we call it covenant. Now, every agreement has its side effect. If it goes well, it is well with all of you. If it goes sour or if it goes wrong, it is no longer well with one person. It can go well for one and it can go against another. And so, whilst the covenant is going for everybody, or the agreement is going well for everyone, everybody is happy. But as soon as one is not happy and one decides to break it, that is when it becomes sour for one. Now, everything that we are doing in this world has its own consequences. Whatever we bind on, listen, the Bible says something, it says, whatsoever you bind on earth is bound. Is bind in what? At heaven. Binding. It's only covenant that is binding.
My God.
Yes.
My God.
That's how serious it is. So when we set up a covenant, it is a binding, legal document that binds the two of us, not to do otherwise, but to do what we have agreed to do. So whatever that we have decided to do that binds us, automatically is bind in the spiritual realms. This is how serious it is.
That is serious.
Now, the point is this. First of all, when you are going into an agreement, who is the person you are going an agreement with? Who is the person? Matters.
And mostly we don't think about it.
We don't think about it. Who is the person? Yesterday we spoke about handshake. Okay?
Yes.
People don't understand. There are certain people, I know, there are certain people that when you are eating with them, they can even put poison at the side where you're going to take to eat. And they will eat with you the same food and you will die whilst the person is alive. Oh yes. That's a covenant, cutting the covenant, eating together with you believe that is your friend. You finish eating the food, your friend is okay, but you're having a stomach ulcer. Something is wrong with you.
Very true.
I believe we've heard about these things and people don't know that it is reality. I know certain people that they can put poison in their hands and shake you.
My God.
They know that it's poison and they have the dope to be able to wipe the poison from their hands, but you don't know. So you think you're going to wash your hands. As you wash your hands and put water on it, then it activates the poison. So as you begin to eat, then you die.
My goodness.
This is how serious it is. So covenant, first of all, you should know whom you are cutting a covenant with. Who is your partner? Marriage, we have marriage covenant. A lot of people don't know this. Anyone who has married legally is a covenant. That's why they break. And there are so many marriages that when it breaks, it becomes chaotic. It becomes chaotic. Yes, you broke it, but after you broke that marriage, what was legal in the the do's and the don'ts? What were the things that if I break up with you, what will happen to me? Was there any words that you said? Yes, you may go to the court, have your lawyer, and the other person will have their lawyer, divide the building and the houses and the monies and whatever. But can you, if you have a child, can you divide the children? So yet, it still means that something is connected.
Yes.
The sex you had, can you go back and reverse? So it means that something is connected.
Definitely, something is connected.
It's a very serious thing.
Wow.
Scientifically, the scientists have gone to find out that. Do you know that when you sleep with a man, as a woman, when you sleep with a man,
Yes.
the semen that goes into a woman's body, somehow, some are left forever.
No, wait, come again.
Yes.
It is left forever.
Forever in your body. It goes into your one of your, your brain. And it keeps it there. When you are giving birth, that character of the man that slept with you for, let's say, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 50 years ago, if you are giving birth with another man, that child can have the character of the man that you slept with, broke your virginity long time ago. That's why in the olden days, our great parents were saying that the woman that you break your virginity, you break her virginity, that's supposed to be your child. That's supposed to be your wife forever.
My God.
Forever.
This is an eye-opener. This is an eye-opener. Guys, we're just about 10 to 15 minutes into today's session. And what I'm hearing, to be honest, is blowing my mind. And I'm getting to understand certain things. Please do me a favor. Soldiers, I know we can hit about 200. You have the power to do that. Please share this video for us. Invite a friend. Tell them something is happening. Even if they come on, even if you come on and you don't want to stay, pray for us about 10 times. Let a soul be transformed. You said what?
That's said
Forever.
forever. And the seriousness is this. You are married to a new man and having a child. That new man is a very humble man, a loving man, that you wish your children will look like that man, or let's say will have the same character. And somehow that child you had, is the character of that child is nowhere near the man's character. And that sometimes you hear some mothers, as for you, my child, you are not like your father at all. You are not like this one at all. It is that thing that has brought that character scientifically. Okay? Now, a covenant, it's crazy. It's very crazy. But it's real. So, covenant has its consequence. Don't think I broke it. It has its consequence. It has its spiritual, issues. So when we set up a program like this and we are dealing with covenant, negative covenant, it's not a joke.
Wow.
It is not a joke at all. So if we want to talk about covenant, do you know that certain people can, if you go to France, a lady will buy, and a man, they will buy, what do you call it? A lock. Yes, a lock. What do you call it? Is it a lock? Padlock. And a key. And they will go to a particular place, and it's not only France, Belgium, in Europe, and you will see a sister and a brother. They have gone there to lock their love. They said, we two of us, we are going to lock our love. And after they lock their love, that is a covenant there. And they will throw their keys to the water. Guess what? Sometimes, most of the times, the marriage, the relationship wouldn't go anywhere. The young man thinks that, I'm just doing it to, to lie to the girl, and then eventually the man will go on. But the point is, it will affect the man. It will affect the woman. Gone are the days in Africa. This one will cut here and say, suck my blood. Let me also suck your blood. And the two of them will suck their bloods. These are serious covenants. Dangerous covenants. And a lot of God, you see, if I want to start it from there, it's going to be very serious. And that's why we've set this program this Thursday. This
very Thursday.
This Thursday,
yes,
we
please.
are all going to pray. We are going to learn how to break covenants. There is one uncle of mine. Let me just say this.
Please, feel free.
One uncle of mine had gone to sleep with a young lady. They were in school, a beautiful lady, because I knew her. He was called Akos. Very beautiful lady. Somebody has a question.
Yes,
Don't worry, we'll come back there. Beautiful lady. And this is what happened. They slept together. Both of them slept together. My uncle has come to Accra. Everything is going well. I took her to Ghana, to Accra, to our hometown. And we were walking. I mean, young men. That time I'm a pastor. Walking as we were going. We got there. The lady didn't recognize me. Doesn't know me. Didn't recognize any of us because she doesn't have any clue about who we are. She's mad. At first, she was very beautiful. Schooling. Somehow, along the line, she got mad. So whilst we were going, we met the young lady. We know that this is a mad lady now. And she looks very ugly. Looked very dirty. As you know, in Africa, when somebody gets mad, they don't take care of them. So she is now ugly, dirty, smelling. She recognized my uncle and mentioned my uncle's name. A lady who cannot recognize anybody, but recognize my uncle, mention my uncle's name, and my uncle behaved like as if he doesn't know her. And he said, "Don't you remember me? Me and you, do you remember you slept with me?" Then my uncle was standing there, shocked. And still calling him. Come here. Remember, you are my husband.
Whoa.
If you look at my uncle's life in terms of marital life, it was not okay.
He built a covenant.
Yes. Yes. You see, the point is that young men and young women must always be very careful of whom you are going to associate yourself with.
Wow.
You understand? So these are some of the things. There are places you are going to work. A workplace you went. You didn't even ask, what is their foundation? What is their foundation? What covenant do they have? With who and with which spirit? You enter into what do you call it? Chinese restaurant. You just entered into Chinese restaurant. They said eat as much as you can. Do you know the spirit there? For them, they don't hide it. They will put it there. Do you know the covenant?
Oh my God. Something as simple as that.
Simple as that. Do you know the covenant?
Food.
The food you're going to eat.
Food.
And they will offer it to their gods.
My goodness.
So you are eating, but you don't know that you are being offered.
This is a deep insight. I hope you're catching this revelation. Please, you're doing very well. Share the video for me. God bless you. This is a very powerful insight.
You see, there are so many things that somebody will be doing everything that he or she can do.
My goodness.
And anytime they do it, it's not going well. It's not going well. You know, one time as I was young, my cousins, George and Ima, they had this pamphlets. They came from London and they came to Ghana. Have this pamphlet. They say to me, this is London, this is here, this is there. And you know, in London, the prison, this is how it looks like. And you know, I was living in Ghana, and the place we were living was so poor. And guess what? I realized that the prison was so nice. So I told them, oh, one day need to, I'll go to London. You guys will come and take me to London. And if I go to London, even if they allow me to be in the prison, I'll be happy. When I came, I found myself in prison.
Jesus. Just making a common statement.
I thought it was just a statement.
Jesus.
Somehow it was a covenant.
It found you. My God.
You see,
my goodness.
We have spiritual covenant. Sometimes be careful of the environment where you are, the place where you are, who you are talking to, who are the people. Do they have different eyes? You met a prophet and the prophet asked you, how are you? You said, I'm not okay, things are very bad. Do you know the kind of angels that are around the place?
My goodness.
Do you know? It's not all the time that you open your mouth and just say anything. How are you? Things are hard, oh. Don't say that.
No, my goodness, my God, my God.
That's why sometimes I say, I am blessed beyond measure.
Yes.
I don't want to wait. Boom.
Boom.
And people are wondering.
Jesus.
Covenant is a spirit.
My goodness. Wow.
It's a spirit. It's very direct. Very direct. Hey, this is my best friend. When you are walking, you hold your hands together. Set up a covenant. Friends with benefit.
My God, already.
You have already put a seal on it. You spoke, you said so many things. Those that when they are having sex and they talk too much, please, you better know what you are saying.
Hey.
Oh, I'll back up for you. Oh, I'll buy Mercedes Benz. Be very careful.
Jesus. Wow. We have a few questions coming through.
Okay, I'm listening.
So this one is from Odishia Joshua. He says, how can family limitations be broken? Odishia Joshua. How can family limitations be broken?
One, you need Christ.
First of all.
Two, you should find out what is the limitation around the family. What happened to who? At least you may not know all, but you may know a little. That's why it is very, very important when you come to in Europe, you find out that the white people have something called the genealogy. Their bloodline. Africans, we were living with it. We were living with family. So we knew the stories on the ground. But the Europeans, they were writing. So they kept what? Documents. But these days, we Africans, we don't have family anymore longer. We are not, we don't even care of going to, Afashe, going to, to meet families no longer. Okay? So our back is like we are lost in the system now. Now the point is that at least you know your parents, you know one of your siblings. Find out how is their character has been. So when you get to know all those things, one of the things you ought to do is the things they do not do. Things they do, try not to do them. And with prayer and you being with Christ, ask God strength so that when you begin to turn things around, that is what it's called deliverance.
Deliverance.
Okay?
My goodness.
Changing your concept, your way of thinking is very important. It's very important. Now, my family, most men in my family, they all like smoking and drinking. I found myself smoking and drinking. It's not something I wanted to do.
No.
But my great uncles and my uncles that came to me, they were drinking and smoking.
Right.
Except only the two young ones, Thomas and Ofakwami. Even Ofakwami was drinking.
Whoa.
Okay? And you can see that they are drunk. There's nothing you can use them for. Okay?
Yeah.
So what I did is that, hey, so everybody does this. Then I realized that it is something that is within the family. So I said to myself, I will not do it.
I will not do it.
I made a cautious decision because that is connected. That is the covenant. As for me, I will not do it.
Okay. So it has to be a conscious effort of a person to say, as for me,
I have divorced.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay. That goes to my second question because Emmanuel asked, he said, can a covenant make me behave like my dad, even though I don't want to be like that?
Yes. Yes.
I see.
You don't want to be like that. Must be an action. There's somebody here.
Nana Ajiman, blood covenant. My ex wanted to do that with me. In my mind, I was like, Jema Woka. In the long run, she was the one who caused the breakup.
You see?
Oh wow.
You see,
Okay.
a man is subject to change. So when you are making any covenant, you ought to be extra careful. You must make sure the covenant is not going to bring you chaotic. Chaos.
Wow.
It's a very serious thing. And somebody says, oh, it's not a problem. After all, it's a covenant. Okay, let's do it. Meet somebody you are with, the person you are in love with, say you, I will never leave you. And you left the person. I will never, you just said, I will never leave you. It's a word you have said. I will never leave you. Hey! I will never leave you. You think it's just a word. No, it will lead you, it will follow you. So these days you see some women, they will get married and break up. Marry, men, break up. That's what is happening. You are always not happy. Because there is a covenant speaking against you. You went to break somebody's heart. Somebody will break your heart.
Huh? You went to break somebody's heart.
Somebody will break your heart.
And you know, I don't even know what else to say. Listen, what we are treating. Hold on 1 second. You have received Christ and covenants are binding you. Please focus on Christ and ignore the excess of ignorance. This was beautiful.
He said what?
He said, you have received Christ and covenants are binding you. Please focus on Christ and ignore the excess of ignorance.
Of course.
Of course. I don't think they know what covenants.
That's what he's saying. I understand what he's saying. Because when you receive Christ, you know, there's another covenant that has come between you and Christ. Okay? So you have to ignore, what do you call it? Ignorance and focus on Christ. That's what the person is trying to say. So you must not be ignorant, but you ought to focus on Christ. But you see, we focusing on Christ and the covenant that we have with Christ. Be careful not to break one.
Okay.
Be careful.
Be very careful. I get it.
You understand?
Thank you.
There are sometimes I understand where you are coming from. I've received Christ, so therefore this time I will not even cook for myself. As soon as I open my mouth, food will come. No, it's not like that. Oh, it's not like that. You must understand that there is reality. So you can receive Christ and still negative covenant will be dealing with you. Yes.
I think that is what people really need to understand. All that are tuning, this is from Princess Faith Abbeam. All that are tuning in, please listen carefully to what the great man of God is saying before forming statements which don't make sense. Emma Abbeam, God help me to break my negative covenant. Gilbert Adako, wow. Deep revelation. Speak to us, Daddy. Deep. Wow, wow. It is very, very imperative. If you're not very, cautious, you will miss what is being discussed, because I want to let you that there are others also online that do not understand what is being treated, which is why sometimes we do ask for you guys to subscribe and follow.
Let me say this. The other
Yes,
young
please.
man, I forgot his name. I didn't get his name. He is not wrong, The other young man is not wrong. You must understand this, that when you are in Christ, the covenant between you and God, breaks every covenant. Okay? But when you are ignorant of it, other covenants works against you.
Right.
That's one thing you must understand.
Right.
When you are ignorant of the covenant between you and God, the other covenant rises up against you. That's what you have to understand.
That's it.
So what he's saying, in another side of things, that is what he's trying to make everybody. It's a good comment. So nobody should attack the young man at all. What's his name? Enoch Tete Mate. So I don't think he's saying something bad. So you should all understand where he's coming from. I mean, one thing that a lot of people must understand, the Bible says that deliverance is the food for the children of God.
Come on.
So what is deliverance? So it's something that it must be daily. We have received Christ, but we still always have to be changing our mind towards certain things. It's not that because you have received Christ, that is all. No. Receiving Christ, there are other things that comes on your way. Yes, I've received Christ. Now in these days, when you go to church, the church is even the one that telling you that when you marry, you should go and sign. It's a covenant. And we are living in this world with so many forms of agreements. Agreements. So if you don't understand covenant is simply means that an agreement between two or three, or between two or more persons legally. That is covenant. So sometimes when you use the word covenant, somebody's like, hey, what is this? Okay? So you may have Christ and still have a covenant with your friend. May have Christ and still have covenant with another person. But the point, what we are doing is to be cautious of who you are having a covenant with.
Come on.
And as long as you have that covenant with the person, knowing you have Christ and you have a covenant with this person, listen, that covenant will work. You must understand, because whatever you bind on earth shall be bound in heaven.
And there's a lady online right now that's attesting to what you're saying.
Yeah.
Her name is Alicina. She says, this is true. I've received Christ in my life years ago, but unfortunately I am still dealing with evil covenants. Every time I set out to do something, I am visited by an evil spirit. Please pray my deliverance in Jesus' name. God bless you, lady, for contributing.
It is not a joke. This is not a joke.
It isn't.
And most of the times, people who doesn't even believe in those things are the people who are even going through the problem the much. It's like for us to come on the Facebook within the short time. Listen to this. In France, a church burned down. Okay? A church burned down. The church existed almost about 1,000 years ago, before some child who is born in Nigeria, Ghana, or Senegal, okay? Before that child was born. But while that child was born, there was a millionaire, somebody who worked hard to become a millionaire. Okay?
Yes.
Now, poor people always have a problem. Poor mentality. When that thing burned down, rich people, one rich family, decided to give 250 million euros. One gave 150 million euros. And they are giving millions. These are individual families giving money that they should use it to build the cathedral. This tells you that the Lord said, I will build my church and the gate of hell shall not prevail against it. People don't understand. Tell me, where has this happened? It's only church that this can happen. There are other people sitting somewhere and saying, they the same people did not donate to build the church. They have not donated to be given to poor people, but they have mouth to say that all the donation they have given to build a church, why didn't they give it to the poor people? And they have pictures to show. Why didn't they give it? You that is speaking, if you think it is easy to have money to give to poor people, why couldn't you give all your money you have to the poor people? If you think it is easy to do so, why can't you work and become millionaire and then take every poor person and take care of?
Come on now.
I'm not saying you shouldn't be taking care of children. I have a lot of children I'm taking care of.
Yeah.
You see, but I will not even utter such words because ignorant.
Come on.
If you see anybody criticizing somebody who is showing off what he has, it simply means that that person is poor.
Hey. I get
If you see somebody speaking against somebody who is excelling, it's out of jealousy and bitterness, and that person cannot do what you're doing.
Wow.
Okay, and that person is in want. So basically, these are some of the things that is going on social media. You see somebody. Last time somebody said that when you go to church, don't give tithe. We shouldn't give tithe because the pastors are enjoying themselves. I remember the same one young man. He came on social media. He said, "Pastors, gone are the days. Pastors doesn't do anything in the society. You know, when they get the money, it's only cars they are buying and everything." And then pastors started building, what do you call it? Schools and, banks and, contributing in the society. Because some people started showing that, okay, me, I'm a pastor. This is what I've done. This is what I've done. He comes back again and he said, all that pastors are doing is they are building schools for themselves and they are building banks for themselves. They are not taking care of poor people, and their own church members, they can't go to that school. They cannot go to that school. How many churches have you gone to interview the church members to find out if what you are saying is true? You understand? These are biggest problems. Gossipers. But that's not what we are going to talk about. Let's talk about the, what do you call it?
Nana Ajuman is really, gobsmacked by the revelation of the whole virginity, thing. First of all, he said, you have opened some deep revelations, about breaking virginity. Wow, I had no idea about that. And then he comes back to say, how can one have the character traits of a man that did not give birth to him or her, but was involved in parents' life some years back? Such a mystery.
It's a mystery. A lot of people don't do researches. They don't find out these things. But the most dangerous is, have you ever been with your mother and you can see that among your siblings, you are different among them, although you came from the same father, the same mother?
Hey!
Yes! Came from the same father, the same mother.
Wow.
You realize that I bring certain topics and people wonder why I do so. It's a very important. Because Christians, we need to be learning.
My goodness.
And sometimes your mother will tell you, as for you this child, among all my children, you are not like any of us. Your mother, you never see me doing this. You wouldn't see your father. Your father is not like this.
But you have forgotten
but the woman has forgotten that once he opens her leg.
Jesus, my goodness. Okay.
Open her Easter columns.
Wow. Amazing. Listen, we're just 40 minutes into today's live session, and the phone lines are about to be open. So if you have a question, a contribution, get ready for us because we are getting ready for you. We want to interact with you. And please do us a favor and share this video. Bless a soul, transform someone's mind, help someone to go through deliverance, because we're having a program this very Thursday from 6 p.m. This Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 6 p.m., Sunday, 10 a.m. And it's titled Breaking a Negative Covenant. Breaking Negative Covenant. We are getting deep insights as to how covenants come about. When you come to the program, you will now know how to go about breaking negative covenants that have been working against your life. I hope to see you there. Please, if you do have questions, go ahead and let us know. I mean, Nana Ajuman is really enthused about this. He said, seriously, we've got to pray about all these. Seriously, we've got to pray about all these. That is very, very,
It is good
amazing.
to pray about it, but some of you who have not yet done those things, please be extra careful.
Be careful.
Which man is going to sleep with you?
Yes.
Which woman are you going to cut the relationship with? All these things we ought to be. I'm just giving you, insight
really
just
are.
to be
You really
extra
are.
careful
You really
of
are.
things that you do. We must be careful. Who are we? Greeting. Who are we? It's good to greet people. It's good to greet people, but extra careful. Who are we connecting ourselves with? Is very, very vital. Very
I mean,
vital.
you said something yesterday that it was so simple because honestly, as ladies, listen, if you're a woman on this platform, share this video to another woman. Just for this sake, share this video to another woman and tell her to listen. There's something that some of us ladies we do, okay? We have friends, we have cousins, and so forth. That's something we share easily is wigs.
The weave.
Our wig, very
Let me
simple thing we do.
let me tell you this. The women, have you realized that you and your, let's say, your homies, your girls, in the same room, you sleep in the same room and breathe the same time, and one has her menses, somehow it triggers all the women to have their menses.
It does.
Have you realized that?
Yes, I have experienced that before.
You see, if you're a woman and you have experienced that before, just say, yes, I have experienced that before. Please, I beg you. Listen, God created it in us in such a way that environment connects us.
My goodness.
We are connectors. Our life is designed in such a way that when I am closer to you, you will pick certain things from me.
My God, yes.
When you are closer to me, I will pick certain things from you. That's why I want the women to confirm.
Yes.
I want the women, a lot of you should confirm this. And the most dangerous thing is, a lot of people take things for granted. You can live with somebody and somehow you end up looking like the person.
Yeah, very true.
You live with somebody that is not your parents' child or anything like that, but somehow as you are living for that long and the two of you are interacting, you begin to look like the person. Your vocabulary, everything, whatever you do, begin to become like the person. So our body connects, our body communicates what our mouth is not open.
Come on.
So, one, we must be careful of whom we are getting connected to.
My goodness.
Listen, if you want to be poor, get connected to poor people. Guys, continue connecting yourself with them. You understand? One day you shall be well with them. Connect yourself with them. Listen, if you are a poor person and you don't want to be poor, connect yourself with people who are rich and stop insulting them, stop blasting them. Get connection.
Wow.
Because covenant gives you the access to have what the person has.
Jesus. Covenant gives you the access to have
what the other one has.
My God.
The other person has.
My God.
Yes. It brings you, it binds you together. It brings you together. That's what covenant does. You see? So these are some of the things we always ought to be very careful of. Listen, me, I don't joke with certain things. So, you see, if I didn't find myself in a church auditorium, I wouldn't have become a pastor.
Oh, yes. Okay.
And no matter what in the tomb.
My God.
I'm speaking in tongues right now.
Please flow.
You see, show me your friends, and I will show you your character. People don't understand this. Listen, Moses was not a royal, but because he found himself in a palace, he began to act and behave as a royal.
Jesus.
Yet he was not a royal. When he found himself in Jethro's house, okay, the Bible says that the priest of Midian, the high priest of Midian's house, Jethro, what do you call it? Moses became a prophet.
My God.
Who are you connected to? When Elijah connected himself to Elisha, right? When Elisha connected himself to Elijah, he became a prophet.
Come on.
Okay. When Saul found himself in the pool of prophets,
Jesus.
he began to prophesy, and people were wondering. You see, it depends on whom you are connecting yourself to. Your heart. Having a pure heart and connecting yourself automatically.
My God. Who are you connecting yourself to? Who are you connecting yourself to? We're still talking about covenants.
Did the women agree with what I was saying?
Yes, please. They really have.
Some of them said
a lot
yes.
of women have confirmed. Yes, me and my daughter. Yes, it is true. And even someone said, Angel said, you can just stand next to them or hug them, and you will come on, even though it's not your time to.
Yes.
Even though it's not your time to. It's very true.
So the point is the covenant. That is the covenant. God created us in that way.
My God.
That's how God created us. If you allow the serpent to come closer to you, he will start speaking like the way you speak, although he's not created to be speaking. What I'm saying, some people don't. Physical, I'm not talking spiritual. I'm talking
just physical stuff.
Now listen to this. Have you ever lived with a particular dog that the dog starts speaking, trying to speak? Yes. We have some cats. They have lived with you for so long that before you realize, they will say, "Oh, you see that he's calling your name."
Hey, Jesus.
Yes. These are not scary. It is real. They know what you want, what you are looking for. Even animals. So you see, the animal you are so fond of, it's a serious thing. It's a serious thing. And people don't talk about this. People don't talk about this.
Wow. Pastor Chris goes powerful revelations.
I can see that you are.
Nana Ajiman says you've got to cut down some so-called friends. They either pull you down or make you stagnant. You neither move forward or backward.
That's why you see one person can just come on this platform and make some foolish comment, and everybody's mind goes there. They are all covenant, and they know. They just want to confuse you and destroy whatever you're doing. So come in, just make one comment. It will affect you that is speaking. It will affect those who are listening. And so, you see, how do you do it? You block them. But you see, recently I told my producer, I said, don't block any of them. But the only thing is, focus on what you want to get.
Come on.
Focus on what you are listening to
get.
Get what you need to get.
Wow.
The mission is the most important thing.
Wow. So there is a Reuben over here. Just saw his comment. He says, "Wow, I'm learning deeply and seriously. Oh my God, can you do this? Which one was it? I wanted to have a puppy, but I want any more." Wow.
And Isaac.
Isaac Omari Sasu. God has blessed you with the wisdom of Solomon.
Oh wow. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Wow, this is amazing. Honestly, you are really, really giving us deep insights.
Somebody's calling.
Hello, call on the line, please. What is your name? Where are you calling from?
Good morning, my name's Emmanuel. I'm calling from London.
Blessings, Emmanuel. Speak to us, please.
I've just got a small contribution and I've got a question at the end.
Okay.
You see, in my family, there's a serious negative covenant that was broken by the grace of God. My family, we couldn't give birth to kids. As soon as my great-granddad, he will give birth, the child will die. As soon as he will give birth, the child will die. As soon as he will give birth, the child will die. So he ended up going to a prophet, and the prophet prayed, and the negative covenant was broken by the grace of God. But I've got a question. What about if you're going through a negative covenant, but you don't even know?
What?
What if you're going through a negative covenant, but you don't even know? Am I correct?
Yes, please.
That's why you need to come to
the program.
And I think we are giving a lot of goodies right now.
Yeah.
When you come to the program, you'll be able to understand and ascertain how you can maintain your positive covenant. This is some of the things that needs. So the address is on the screen.
Yes.
I want the students to
I'm coming. Papa, you will see me there.
All right, thank you so much. Now, the question is a very deep question. Somebody can also call us. But the dangerous thing is that, how can I know? And that's why we are making you to be aware. And sometimes you go to look for a job, you'll be looking for a job almost about how many times? Somebody can look for applied jobs for almost about 200 jobs and cannot find one. Somebody just applied one. Also, sometimes, like me, if I'm looking for a job, it's so simple. So simple. You understand? If I'm looking for a job, it is so simple. Somebody will meet me and say, do you like a job?
Just like that.
Just like that. But if I want to build, it's a big issue.
Wow.
So I had to break those covenants. If I want to travel, it's a big issue.
Wow.
You understand? So these are some of the things. They can call us.
No, yes, please. If you want to call, you can call, because we're ready to interact with you. There is a question. The number is 0744 805 8842. It's placed right there, as you can see. It's 0744 805 8842. Hello, caller. Hello, caller.
Papa, I'm loving the live right now. This message is so important, and I can't wait for this program. I'm bringing me and my family to this program because I see a lot of things, patterns in my life, in my family's life, and I see that it's only the God of Prophet Abbeam Danso that can deal with these problems. So this program, you will see me there, Daddy. God richly bless you.
Thank you. God bless you. Thank you so much. It's not only me. And I have no power to do so, but the God we are serving,
that's right,
the Lord Jesus Christ, has given us the mandate to do so. And I know that if you are calling, if you are if you're watching us in Germany, there are other pastors at Germany. If you are listening to us in America, there are other pastors in America. All you need to do is to look for a church and go, and you'll be amazed that God will be with you. And if you are in London, there are other pastors, other places, other areas. But come to our program, and I can bet you something serious will happen.
Definitely. Hello, caller.
Good morning, Daddy.
Good morning, sir.
I just wanted to say, my name is Adnan. I'm calling from London.
Okay.
Today's teaching, I think, has been amazing. But I have one question, and that question is: once a covenant has been broken, is there a possibility that that covenant can be bound again?
Yes. You see, covenant is something to do with you. It's something to do with you. It's a decision you make to find yourself in it. You see, being lured into, you can be lured into a covenant. You can be forced into a covenant. You can decide to go into a covenant by your own decision. You know, so covenant is not one day job, it's a day-to-day kind of life. So therefore, that's why we have the negative covenant and we have a positive covenant. So any covenant you have, because you see, covenant is like a connections. It's connecting yourself to others. So all the time, as you as a human being, as you are living and growing, you must get to know who you should connect yourself with. You are always poor, and every day all your friends are poor and criticizing rich people. Do you want to be rich? If so, get some rich person and be connected to the person. Be friends with that person. Even if you have to serve the person, just to be closer, to be able to know what they do. Before you realize you have cut a covenant, you know. So basically, that's how simple it is.
Wow.
Is somebody on?
Yes, we have a question. God bless you, caller. Thank you so much. And we have a question from Graham Granco. His question is, what if someone cannot be able to come for the program and is in need of this deliverance?
Wow, this is a great question. I think I answered it. Graham, I don't know where you are at this particular time. If you are in Ghana or Germany or wherever it is, you need to look for a church. I know some men of God will say, look for a better church, a good church. Listen, there is nothing called bad church. Look for a church and go. Those people who are watching, there are some of them that they are Muslims. Every Muslim, you are Muslim, you are whatever. I want you to know that you have a covenant.
That's right.
We all have covenant.
Yes.
And so you can come to church, let's pray together. You know, let's give you a direction, ideas, and how to go about it, and it will be very simple. So you are invited wherever you are. That's the point.
There's a question from one sister of mine. She asked. She said, "Does a covenant operate like a curse, or does it need a cause? You know, for a curse to stand, it needs a cause. Does a covenant operate like a curse?"
If you say like, I would say yes, but covenant is good until it goes
on sour. Okay.
You know.
So there's the negative side of it.
Yes.
But covenant is an agreement.
Can I tell you something?
Please tell me.
Do you know that it was a Muslim, a sheikh, that taught me that I should always give tithe? A sheikh. It was a sheikh who taught me that I should be baptized in the name of the Lord Jesus. And this sheikh used to give me money to go and pay in a church as his tithe and tell me, go do it for me.
Wow.
Yes. And he said he has believed in this ever since he read the Bible. And the sheikh was very rich.
Wow.
Yes. Yes, he was living at Abbeam. His children are Muslims, but he made them to go and baptize. I went with them. They went to baptize in the name of Jesus.
Wow.
Yes.
That is amazing.
But they are still Muslims.
Still.
That's one thing that Christians don't know. In heaven, there will be some secrets.
Jesus, my God. Wow. Okay, someone said there's a dynamic. What if there's no way of me coming? Yes, please. Can my children be delivered on my behalf because they could be at the Ghana church at Kaswa?
Yes, when they come, next week I am in Kaswa. So when they come, we will definitely pray with them. Make sure that covenant will be broken. It's very important. Dana is my daughter, long time. And I love her so much. She knows, listen, God used Dinah and her brother in my life big time. Dinah has been one of my loved ones. I've loved her forever. And so even one of my buildings, I'm going to call it Dynamic.
Amen. Oh,
yes.
Wow, glory.
Glory.
Amen.
She believes in me so much, never forgotten about me. Never forgotten about me. and I love her so much. She knows I love her. You know, she used to pay her tithes for me most of the times, and now she's in America. And I think when going to America, I prophesied about it.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
She left. You went to America.
Wow. We thank God for that. We have just about 2 more minutes to run up for today's session, and we're getting 2 more questions. So this is going to be my last 2 questions for today, guys, and I'm going to wrap it up. So a question from Angel. She says, "Please, how can you avoid your parents' negative covenants working against you? How can you avoid?"
I think I've answered this question.
How can you avoid it?
And when we come to church, we look into that and make sure we give you the details and everything, because I've already said it. You have to look into, if your parents always get offended, get angry of every little thing, you must now decide that I will not get angry and be offended of everything. So you have to, as they are going this way, go that way.
Make a conscious effort.
It will break it by itself automatically. There are certain people, they don't like people at all. You don't like people at all. You know that your family, they like gossip about people. What do? You don't. Avoid it. There are certain people, what they do is gossip about every man of God. Listen, don't even speak any evil about any man of God. Me, I don't know any fake man of God. I do not know anything called fake. It is like dresses. You bought this dress where? If it's a gift, that's okay. It was a gift. Yes, this was a gift. All right. My one is Ghana. They sold it for me in Ghana. Okay, this one is not Ghana. Okay. Now, the point is this. This is brand new. This was brand new. Okay. Somebody also goes to Cantamanto and go to Benda Boutique. What do you call it? You call it Fos. All right, and somebody will go to China or go to Togo and buy the same dress I'm wearing. Okay, the same kind of dress, although it is not proper like my one. Okay, but that is what that person can afford. So I wouldn't say I am better off or better than the person. That's what the person can afford. So I wouldn't see the person as fake, and I wouldn't see the person as evil, and I wouldn't see the person as something that is bad, because that is what the person can afford. So there are churches, there are certain things they will be doing that maybe I wouldn't like because I have knowledge of certain things. Okay? So that doesn't make it what? Fake. It is something original to somebody else. So that's why I said I don't know any fake thing. All I know is Christ in me. That's all.
Right. Thank you so much, Reverend Dr. Abbeam and Madam. So we have one more question from Ruben Kwame Ametsi. He's living in China. He says, "Can the country you live in affect your blessings in life?" Can the country you live in affect your blessings in life?
Yes. It depends on who is ruling the place. Territorial spirit. Yes. The kind of covenant that they have. It can affect you.
Wow, he says, "Man of God, please come to China."
It can affect you. That's the point.
Wow. Some people are just wishing to touch you one day, so that the wisdom that you have can locate them. That is Charles Empire.
He said what?
I wish I can touch you one day, so your type of wisdom can locate you.
Bless you, sir. Bless you.
Thank you all so much. I'm just about to wrap up. You know what, guys? You have been nothing but amazing. Do your very best. If you have topics that you would like Reverend Dr. Abbeam Ampumadanso to talk about or to touch on during his live sessions, feel free to send your topics to the number on the screen, 0744 805 8842. I repeat, 0744 805 8842. Also, we have an amazing, you know what, I want to also say a big thank you to the YouTube viewers. You have been nothing but amazing as well. We have a YouTube channel called Abbeam Ministries. Be sure to subscribe to the channel Abbeam Ministries. We have powerful worship by Reverend Dr. Abbeam Ampumadanso. One of these days, guys, you're going to just experience a worship interlude with Reverend Dr. Abbeam Danso on this live session. You're going to experience that. Also, those that are asking about Ghana address is at off Kaswa Obum Road, Nurses Quarters, Abbeam City. The Reverend Dr. Abbeam Danso is going to be in Ghana from the 2nd of May. So there is going to be powerful programs happening there at off Kaswa Obum Road. Friday sharp. Yes. So do not miss it. Do not miss it. Off Kaswa Obum Road, Nurses Quarters, Abbeam City. The number to contact is 0307 037090. I repeat it again, is 0307 037090. God bless you so much. Also, the Abbeam Market. The number for the Abbeam Market is 0261 159 643. I repeat, the number again is 0261 159 643. Listen, this week, what is happening on the Oaken Road is entitled Breaking Negative Covenants. Breaking Negative Covenants. I want to urge you to share the video one more time for us, just before we lock off, so that even if somebody was not online, they will be able to catch up. Also on Abbeam Ministries, on YouTube, Abbeam Ministries. Thank you so much. There is going to be a great move on the Oaken Road, 777 Oaken Road, SE15 1NZ. Come and be a part of history. Come and let us break certain covenants that have been written against us. Thank you so much for joining in, guys. We will meet you tomorrow, 10 a.m. Right, okay. By Diana, we have one more question. You're going to be my last question because I'm just done right now. What can you do if you can see you are becoming negatively affected in your relationship?
Diana, you need to come.
Be sure to come. Be sure to come, Diana. Be sure to come. Like I said, thank you all so much for tuning in. Yes, Mommy Evelyn, thank you so much for typing the numbers down live for us. Thank you so much. God richly bless you. We will join you guys back tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be here 10 a.m. sharp. Prepare yourself, gather yourself, be ready. And one more time, please share the video. God bless you. Thank you so much.